I know, everybody, okay? I know I look like crap. I probably sound like crap. I apologize, all right? The bags are getting bigger. I feel it today, and please just don't let me know in the comment section, guys. But as per usual, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk and breaking news as of last night, that being TSM now releasing an official statement around Zexrow, one of their Fortnite members, who, if you guys did not catch, we had a video on this yesterday during Ninja's battle, his first ever Fortnite events. It was actually Zexrow taking to live on air after he and his trio, Macwood and Calc, actually won the event. He took to live broadcast to say some very choice words. Now, we were wondering if TSM would respond, especially because Zexrow himself had a statement and a tweet about this, potentially leaving TSM or asking to leave the organization. All of this around TSM, who have had a crazy, crazy month. I'll probably have a video on this tomorrow, guys. Their month of mayhem, where they have made headlines time and time again. Now, following those statements, we actually have an official statement from TSM and their CEO, that being Reginald, even posted to their official website about the situation, stating, "We are extremely disappointed in the comments made by Zexrow and take his matter very seriously. Effective immediately, he has been fined 1 month's salary. His behavior was absolutely inappropriate and does not represent the values of TSM or our brand partners. The Fortnite community is important to us at TSM and is made up of younger players. We know the impact words and actions have, and it is important to make sure that kids see and know that acting like this is not okay. For this reason, we are donating the amount of Zexrow's fine to Big Brothers and Big Sisters of America, an organization that does amazing work for young people all over the country." TSM echoes his apology to fans and the community, and he has expressed his sincere regret to us as well. We will be providing Zexrow with professional counseling and training, helping him work on how he conducts himself, both publicly and privately. And most importantly, they said, Zexrow has been a valuable member of our organization for some time, and we hope to help him learn and grow from the incident. That said, we have informed him that we have a no tolerance policy for this kind of behavior, and that we would be forced to part ways if something like this should occur again in the future. We believe in Zex and have faith that with serious personal reflection and focus, he can move forward from this. And this response, having this response at all, this is difficult, guys. Let me clarify right away. They have been put in a super tough spot. If they say nothing at all, I probably do criticize them. The way they have now stated this, though, I'm still going to criticize them, given the month that TSM has had and the double standard they also hold towards their own upper management, that being President Leena. If you guys also follow the channel, you know the drama she was also involved in when publicly denouncing and speaking poorly of their own players. Nothing like this was done. Now, I actually did make in our initial video, I said a fine might be, substantial here when it comes time for Zexrow learning. They are going to fine him 1 month's salary. That's it might be a pretty hefty fine. I would say a pretty substantial fine to hopefully correct his actions in the future. They also give him the phase dubs treatment, of course, giving him counseling and trying to work on how he actually handles himself both publicly and privately. That's pretty professional from TSM. When it comes time for making this statement at all, though, why it does not sit well with me is they made this post, made it to the official website. When it comes time for Leena as well, she was not fined. There was no official website post. There was a couple twit-longers about them coming out about this. And the fact that Zexrow was told, by the way, kind of comedically, there's a zero tolerance policy, which technically means it's a 1 tolerance policy because we're going to let you do it, but now there's 0 tolerance. The fact they went ahead and did all 3 of these things, and none of which were done for Leena, which again, okay, I'm not trying to defend Zexrow. What he did was stupid. He knows that, and yes, I would not recommend any other pro player do that. If I have to explain to you guys what he did was unprofessional, then I'm sorry, I really can't. If I can't explain that to you guys, I'm sorry. Obviously, what he did to a certain extent is much, much worse than what Leena did, but they were both very, very unprofessional, and they both, in my opinion, should have a 0 tolerance towards them. And certainly when it comes time for making an official post, for fining Zexrow, for even making the statement that he has 0 tolerance, if anything like this happens in the future, they will let him go. What about Leena? What if she publicly denounces other players in the future? Is there no 0 tolerance? Is there no warning? Is there no official post about this on their website, making sure that everyone knows what she did was wrong and unprofessional like you did for your player? That is why it does not make me, it makes me feel very uneasy about the situation. What Zexrow did, in my opinion, was likely much worse and much more unprofessional. What Leena did, though, was still unprofessional, was still wrong, and should not be tolerated. But they treat the two, and obviously they hold very, very different positions inside the organization, and they treated the two very, very differently. And maybe I'm the only one thinking like this, and that's totally okay if that's the case. You guys can feel free to leave a comment or argue down below. It would be totally fine if in this first circumstance, when Leena talked about this, she publicly denounced and talked poorly of a former TSM member, that being Dardoch, on her own boyfriend Doublelift's stream. If they would have came out with an official post, they didn't have to fine her, or even have said, okay, we have warned her, we are now training her, or at least, we know now that she cannot do this again in the future. If she does, she'll be removed from this position, or, we'll change her role from here and there. If they would have done that initially with Leena, we wouldn't be talking about this now. I don't like the double standard. Obviously, when it comes to how companies operate, yes, your upper management can get away with things that players probably can't because they hold very different roles. But either way, when it comes to this situation, to me at least, it doesn't sit very well with how they posted about this. And again, they were in a very tough spot. They have now warned Zexrow their zero tolerance policy. They have fined him 1 month's salary and will seek him at least getting training or counseling of some sort to correct his actions in the future. I do respect that. I just wish they would have handled the Leena situation a bit more like this one. Until next time, what do you guys think about this? TSM has had one heck of a month, and I'm not done breaking them down for all of you guys. Until then, drink your water, drink your coffee. I'll see you guys back here next time.